Exiles, how we doing? Mr. A2G back playing more Saga of Survival. You guessed it, you know what day it is. It is our weekly run through of the dungeon. Try to get some more stable parts. So let's have at it, guys. But first of all, let me know how you guys are doing down below in the comments section. I want to see how you guys are doing, just checking in, you know, all that usual stuff. You know, because I like you guys and I want to make sure you guys are all well and healthy. But aside from that, guys, weekly dungeon run, as it always is tradition, has come to this point. You know, just doing the general bits and pieces, and hopefully we can try our luck to get the necessary stable parts that I need to finally unlock my horse. You know what, I was thinking about it the other day, guys, that you know, once I do find all the parts for my stable, what do? Do I keep doing this the weekly run to the dungeon, or do I mix it up, or do I do something else? Let me know, guys, because you know, I'm getting very close. And just as a quick update, all that I need is one more saddle pouch. I think you need to get 2 for the recipe table, and I need 2 more reins, and that's it. I've got my horse. That's pretty much where it's at. So yeah, guys, getting very close. But I was thinking about it the other day. What do I do after that I've done, you know, getting all the parts? Do I keep doing the runs, or do I do something else? I don't know. Let me know, guys. What do you think I should be doing after this, as a suggestion down in the comments. But guys, if you haven't done already, make sure you guys are subscribed and notified via the notification bell, so obviously you guys don't miss out on any new videos that come up on the channel. Make sure you like, guys, very important, please. If you can do that, that puts these videos more into the suggestion page, or the recommending page, I should say, for newer players, or even, you know, for yourself if you haven't seen any other videos that I've put up on the channel. But to get the discovery out there as well, which I feel that's most important at this point in time, especially with a game like this, as great as it is. I want to make sure that I'm getting a lot more impact to a lot more other potential people that might be looking for this game that haven't found my videos. So that's my aim, that I want to try and do and progress, you know, with this series as well on my channel. But enough about that, guys. We are going to do our standard run, and hopefully, as always, hopefully we do get lucky. But let's see what we got here in the first chest. Excuse me. So as you guys know, in terms of my schedule as well, you know, I've only just at the time of watching this video, I've already uploaded the first video, which was the Dark Woods run, which I just recorded not long ago at the time of this recording. So just to put it into context, guys, if I don't see everything or your comments down in the comment section, you won't hear me feature it on this video, but I'll be active enough in the comments to go through some of anything that you guys want to talk about or attention myself to. I'll definitely address it there, and hopefully address it in a future video down the line. Hopefully that would be the end game for all of that. But sort of doing a bit of mucking around with the zone as well, being the dungeon zone. So I'm thinking about doing another challenge, well, not another challenge I should say, but suggesting a challenge. Kind of like the Cursed Forest challenge, if you guys know what that's all about. If you haven't, definitely go check out that in my previous videos. Be probably about a few behind this now, so probably about 4 or 5, give or take. Have a quick scroll through and you'll be able to find it just easily. But I'm thinking about doing another option for the challenge. So sort of tinkering around with a couple of ideas and options. Try to make it as challenging as possible. I think that's probably the main part, is because this zone is definitely conquerable, you know, even to the previous challenge that was laid out for the Cursed Forest. Cursed Forest is a harder zone technically because of things like the unraged undead and the larger spiders being, you know, the bigger brethren of this one here. So I'm sort of just tinkering around with the other options, but it is offset to a degree that there is more bone breakers in this zone as opposed to the cursed forest being 2. But yeah, so I'm just sort of trying to work out what would be an appropriate challenge. So I've got my thinking caps on with that one there at the minute, and hopefully I might come out with something interesting for you guys. But then again, it all needs to be pushed through to our devs, community manager, to see if they do like that type of challenge or the variation of my suggestion, and whether they implement that, remains to be seen. It sort of worked out for the previous challenge, with the upcoming update, in terms of winning the new armor that's going to be made available in game very shortly, when it does drop, if it already has at this time. I haven't got an official date as to release yet. I've been asking for it, but I have no response yet, which a little bit annoying, but look, it is what it is, guys. These guys are always busy as well, so myself asking the question or something like that, I may not get the swift response, which is fine. It is what it is. So anyway, hopefully we'll get it soon enough. I've been told it's going to be very soon. It might have already happened by the time this video has gone up, so just so you guys are aware, depending on where this falls in, I might have to push the video before this one out, if that's the case. But anyway, yeah, so hopefully once I get it all set up, I'll feature it, and let's see what you guys think about it, because you guys will watch it first before I make the suggestion for everyone else in question. Okay, so I'm going to do this a little bit differently with this guy here today. So I'm going to do a sneak attack, let him hit me, but then also go back for the sneak attack and rinse and repeat. So rather than keep running, excuse me, every single time and try to outrun the guy, all the time kind of thing, I figured if I do it this way, take the hit, which doesn't really bother me in a sense, but also make sure that obviously I can survive at the same time. But I noticed that when I was watching through some of my older videos where I would sort of do a lap around and I basically waste a whole bunch of time just trying to run away from these guys, and it sort of ate up my the whole video time, and it sort of stretched it out. So if I do it this way, I feel like I can get it done a lot quicker. Well, this zone in particular, that's basically what my aim is. And obviously, I think going to my previous video as well last week, my last dungeon run, that I was sort of talking about, my viewership and time and things like that. So this is just me doing it, in this type of way, seeing how long it takes for this video to go, to take, so to speak. And yeah, hopefully, instead of dragging out the video every time, I can sort of, compress it down. So this is me just sort of trying to time save, I guess, at the same time, and obviously try and make it more entertaining and engaging, as it always should be, without losing, that bit of quality either at the same time. So yeah, just sort of tinkering around with things as well. So you might notice some of these things, on some of my videos moving forward, that, instead of trying to, be all sneaky deaky in terms of running around and sneak attack everybody, all that sort of stuff, I'll engage more in combat as well, but that's also going to use more in terms of my armor and equipment, which is fine. I haven't got a problem in that at all. So more or less, it's it's for you guys at the end of the day. So that's basically where my thought process for this was. Yeah, so just to recap, I was trying to bring all of my videos down to 25 minutes from 30 minutes plus about a few months ago. So I felt like I did do pretty good in achieving that, and now I sort of want to bring it down a little bit more and just see how further down I can bring it. And I feel like 20-minute videos are a good video time for you guys to sort of watch on the go kind of thing. So you're not sort of bogged down and things like that, watching me running about, rambling on, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, so again, this is just me trying to self-improve my channel and each video that I put out as well at the same time. So, you know, this may work or not work, so it all depends. So don't know yet until we do it. You know, you can't sort of always rely on something that you think it's working, but it's not. So, you know, part of that is change, and change is a good thing. You know, not necessarily what we're doing or what I'm doing here in game, guys, but that goes with anything in life. You know, you feel like you go through your life and you think you're doing the right thing, or you're down on this one pathway, but you've always got that unknown as a what if. You know, always express that what if. You know, you never know what might become of it. So, you know, I did that recently with you know, with changing jobs changing my role in my job line as well. You know, I went from an external service to an internal service, and you know, I'm happier for that now. So, you know, it sort of changed it up a little bit. It got me out of my comfort zone as well. So, you know, I've been doing it for the last nearly 2.5 months now. So, you know, doing that, I'm like, you know, to give you an idea, I'm actually in sales for what I do. I'm not going to go too further into that as to exactly what I do, but I used to, you know, work in, you know, in what they call retail shops. So now I've sort of moved into more of a head office style role. You know, I've actually liked it a lot more than what I thought I did at the beginning. So, you know, change is good. So I guess the moral of this story is, you know, if you guys are, you know, wanting to do change in any sort of way, you need to make it happen. So that's what I did with, you know, with my work lifestyle. So now I'm going to try and look at it from my YouTube lifestyle and see how that goes. But anyway, we're basically, you know, more or less halfway into the zone as well. Going through all this at the same time. So, you know, making good amount of time with it as well. But also clearing the way. So if I do have to make some runs here or there, I've got that clear runway without having to worry about, you know, being hit or stopped, all that sort of stuff. So I guess that's basically the other reason why I sort of do it the way I do it. But I guess everyone's got their own way of, you know, running these zones and dodging certain enemies and things like that, depending on, you know, confidence and level and what is available to you in terms of weapon and armor. But I mean, you can see I'm only using tier 2 armor, crossbow of course, and I'm still making through it, you know, quite easily without any problems at this point. You know, armor seems to be holding up. It is getting on the lower side to what I normally would like, but I think for the purpose of this zone we should be okay. And we'll go back to this guy real quick. So I'll let him hit me a little bit, and we'll sneak up and do another one. And make sure we'll heal up here. Okay. One more time, and we should get him this time round. There we go. See, didn't even have to run halfway around the map for it. So yeah, I think I'm going to start doing it this way, guys, as well. And it would encourage me to use more materials at home, because I am chock-a-block at the moment with all of my resources that I have. I haven't even gotten to the point where, whoops, damn it, didn't want to do that anyway. I haven't even gotten to the point where I've gone into upgrading all of my chests. So I actually really need to do that. That's one thing I really need to do. So part of that is I need a whole bunch of clay, and clay is what I don't have right now. So I'm gonna have to do some grinding this week throughout my own spare time to get more clay, because getting rope shouldn't be too much of a problem. I can just craft that if I really needed to. I've got the resources sitting there. But more so I need, I've got a whole bunch of wood as well, so planks is what I need to craft as well. So I'll burn through a lot of planks as well at the same time. So at the minute I'm just sort of trying to bring up my resources. And that was a really good thing that I was thinking about as well for my new Exile series as well. That's on my other playlist on this channel too. So if you haven't seen that yet, make sure you check that out as well, guys. That, you know, especially when you're sort of starting out, and I did this, you know, at the, you know, and I'm not gonna lie. So, you know, I made a whole, you know, base, like a warehouse kind of thing. That pretty much I had rows and rows of basic chests. I mean, obviously at that time we didn't have all you know, the upgradable chests at that time, and that's how far in the game I first started. So, you know, just to give you guys a bit of context there. So now that we've got these newer elements, these newer abilities in game, so I did a video, well, I'm about to do a video actually today about that, so very subject. So I'm going to touch on that for my newer starters as well. So make sure you look out for that as well later on in the week, guys. So again, it's entitled The New Exile Stormfall Saga of Survival. Oops, don't do that. Yeah, so my idea with all this is to obviously just give you guys a better head start in game to playing this awesome game that we've got at the minute. So that's basically the yeah, the reason why that I'm going to touch on some of that too. Whoops, no, with that video there. Excuse me. So hopefully, you know, you guys will get a better understanding on what you should be doing and what resources that you want to use at your expense as well. And I think that's sort of tied in with the previous video that I made, mainly in regards to, you know, using resources and trying to get profitability in each zone that you're visiting. So that's going to sort of tie in well once I get that video up and running. So that's probably going to be one of my next videos that I'm going to do, oops, throughout the day. And we are on that little chase. We should be okay now. One more hit and just heal up quickly. There we go. Perfect. Unfortunately, not enough keys, but I do have 2 keys in backup for this very instance. So I'll have enough keys to open up the chest and we'll be able to see exactly what we get today. Now, I did venture out to a dungeon zone. You probably would have guessed it at the start of the video. It wasn't one of my local dungeons, so to speak. So I did sort of go out of my way for this one. And hopefully I can sort of trigger a different loot table, I don't know. But again, this was what I was sort of talking about the other day as well on my other video. You know, we haven't had a rebalance for a while now, so loot drops are sort of far in between in terms of what I sort of need to compared to the next person. So everyone's mileage varies from person to person to what they need versus what I need, for example. So I guess, you know, hopefully we'll get lucky in this sense, but you know, as is tradition, it doesn't always go down that way. So we shall see in a moment. I'm just going to quickly run over just to the start. I just want to see if there was any potions. I don't know, it's just one of those things that I don't like seeing on my character. But you know what, I'm just going to use that, I don't care. All good. Anyway, while I'm doing that, I'm going to grab my 2 keys that I have. 1 and 2. Cool. And we will grab, hopefully, what's inside. And okay, what do we get? And nothing that I need. Great. Oh my god, you know what, hopefully, you know, one of these days I'll get something good on camera for you guys. I really do, because I normally particularly get everything that I need while I'm, you know, not filming. I have no idea why, but you know, it is what it is. But it annoys me. It annoys me to no end. But you know, what can you do, guys? Anyway, we'll quickly go topside because I've got everything that I need out of here. Nothing of interest now. I'll quickly raid that little section further up where all the goblins are, and usually you do get some nice little things, mainly copper, possibly brimstone as well. And I know a lot of people have been wanting brimstone as well. I mean, the dungeon is the area to do it, guys, so definitely visit the dungeon as much as you can if you want to get brimstone. You don't want to know how much brimstone I have at home because you guys may get a little bit upset with me with that. So let's just leave it at that, okay? Okay, so second last chest. Not interested in the saw blade. We'll see what's in here. and nothing at all. Okay, so brimstone less run, but that's okay. Like I said, guys, it is still the zone to run in and get brimstone, so don't be discouraged by my event of fortunes there, but it is what it is. Anyway, guys, we're going to call it here today. As always, thank you all for watching, as always is tradition. But if you guys haven't done so already, please make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like, comment, all that sort of stuff. Make sure you do like, guys, because I want to get these videos up on the recommended page as much as possible as well. If you guys can do that for me, that'll be awesome. Otherwise, guys, we'll leave it here today. Thanks for watching once more, and I'll catch you next time.